Awesome.
Hello, everyone.
Worst cover ever.
Royce Eddings here, and I would like to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, The Four Horsemen. The Four Horsemen is your ultimate destination for all things rock and roll, classic rock, some heavy metal. We're celebrating the legendary artists, the timeless albums, iconic anthems, and that define generations. The iconic anthems that define generations, everybody. We cover the music you love, the stories behind it, and the history that made it happen. So once again, I want to welcome everybody. We've got a great show planned here for you tonight. We're going to be talking about the incredible guitar picker, finger picker, Mark Knopfler, and his journey to, through, and after Dire Straits. Okay, so he was born, 49, a British singer, songwriter, and guitarist, best known as frontman for the band, frontman guitarist for the band Dire Straits. Okay, now let's get back. I just wanted to throw that quick little intro in. Okay, so to my right is the one and only Michael Nolan, the bottom line. I'm
on your left, brother. I'm always on your left.
Right.
Just like the freaking Captain America movie, on your left.
Right. We all just came from Mike. I don't think I saw you over there, Chris, over at Michael's show.
No, I haven't had a chance to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Anyway, next week I'm sure. But anyway, Michael has
Chris had some things going on in the background. I'm more than understanding of that.
Oh God, yeah. All day long.
Yeah.
So anyway, Michael's got a great show. He goes 5 on Sunday nights. We all go over to Michael's show. I go at 6:30. Michael and the crew come over to my show.
Yep.
Like Joseph Blue, for example, and Chris Elliott's a regular Four Horseman. And so anyway, if you haven't been to Michael's show, whether you're watching now or if so many more people watch after the live, go check out Michael Nolan, The Bottom Line. He's got a great show, very entertaining, very knowledgeable, all rock and roll. Pretty much that's what we do here. We throw a couple other little wild cards in here and there for flavor. And anyway, so below Michael is the one and only super knowledgeable rock and roll in all kinds of genres is Chris Elliott. How you doing tonight,
Chris?
Actually, I'm doing well
Pretty
considering
good
everything.
considering. Yeah, no, I heard that. Very, very sorry. So
I really, I rather like that Chris Elliott chap. I think we all deserve to give him a clap.
Hey,
yeah.
Wonderful.
so
I
as
love
soon as
you,
I
Chris.
figure out which one you're talking about, I'll
Who are you talking about? My evil Chris Elliott or my good
Right.
Chris Elliott?
Right.
Everybody
Okay,
can't be
so
good. That's a lot of pressure to keep up.
Yeah.
that's right. That is a lot of pressure. Hey, George Music for All Four Seasons is here. Hey, good to see you, brother. We're just getting a little too silly here. I can tell already, but we're going to keep that.
It's been a silly night. Why not? Why the hell not?
Royce, panel, and gallery. Yeah, thanks for showing up, George. Go check out George, man. He knows more than you could possibly imagine. With Valley. Let's see, Frankie Valli. I've seen Frankie Valli in Vegas about 10 years ago. Yeah, wonderful show. I took a young guy working for me that didn't think he was going to even enjoy it. And we were back there for a construction convention at the Vegas Convention Center. Anyway, the next several weeks, all Josh played on his phone at work was Frankie Valli's songs. And they were all great. So anyway.
Well, he's one of my favorite. I have the Four Seasons albums. I mean, 4 or 5 of them before I ever owned a Beatle album.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
monster.
We have a guest horseman here tonight, and he's calling himself. Let me see. Let me drop George's comment here real quick. Joseph Blue, Old Stallion.
I love it. So you got an old stallion and a war horse up here, Royce.
Old stallion,
we're ready.
Stallion,
we're ready.
Horse, and we have peace and resurrection.
That's right. Somebody's got to hold down the fort.
I'm just about a year older than Michael, so I claim being older.
You're my age.
Hey, Chris, you and I are the kids.
I know.
He goes, oh my God.
I mean, I'm used to it. You must be new to this.
Where's Dan McNew when you need him? Hey,
I feel like
Douglas.
a spring chicken. Yeah, because I think I got Dan by a year. Aren't I sandwiched between you and Dan in age?
I think you said that before, yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
We've got Douglas Gilbert here. Hey, thanks for joining us, brother. And my brother from down under, Brandon.
Brandon, my man.
My Aussie cousin.
And Joseph here is a member of the tribe and the Warriors, man.
And the Warriors.
Welcome to the panel.
Hey,
welcome to the panel, brother.
Valued member, brother. Got Dr. Rick here. We've got hey, Dawson Walters. Dawson, the future Walters, you know. Chris Elliott, who's that? No, I'm kidding. Dr. Rick, Dr. Rick.
Here we go again.
Chris, you're not being picked on.
I don't care.
That's why I never type in Chris. He'll just get me right and left.
I never say stuff like that to Warhorse, but peace, it's a little easier. I might be among the experts at my age of 74 tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Brian. Man, that's awesome.
Brian Bingham, I didn't get a chance to shout you out on my stream. We saw you in there right away. I know Kiki got a hold of you in the comments, but it was good to see you in, brother.
Yeah, Brian Bingham, he was there. We were chatting a little bit.
Yeah.
And so good to see you here tonight on my show. And happy birthday, Dr. Rick, Royce in the house. Hey, brother from another Dr. Rick. Always a pleasure to see my buddy Dr. Rick here. Same with
always
Winslow Red Cross and Joseph Blue, of course. Brian Bingham. Let's see. Timothy Henry's here. Good to see Timothy was on your show too, Michael.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's going through a tough time these days, but you know, him and Doc are my personal data formatters and stuff. You know, pre-show, they always come up with the things. Tim will come up with stuff I'm not even prepared to talk about, and somehow I'll be able to graft a little bit from Tim and put it into the stream. You know,
Tim is very, very knowledgeable. I found that out a long time ago.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I think he's been up on our show before.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dwayne Wolotica. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. So anyway, Michael, we'll go to you first. Any opening comments on Dire Straits before?
I'll kind of do a settling. You know, if you're coming from my channel, we discussed Lindsey Buckingham. Buckingham was a guitarist who on electric guitar and acoustic as well, but primarily on electric guitar, used a finger picking style. Which is quite unusual. And so did Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. So when I knew that Royce was going to do a special on Knopfler and Dire Straits, I would imagine would come into the conversation as well.
Yes.
I thought, well, let's do a double header. We're at the movies tonight, folks. All right. Part one was the Lindsey Buckingham story starring, Fleetwood Mac. And movie two, you're back from getting your popcorn. All right. The kids are back from the playground. We're going to talk about Mark freaking Knopfler, who I liked the very second they came out. And they did it at a time where everybody was techno and disco and punk. And they came out with a blues-driven sound and carved their way through almost lost time, that late 70s. That was when things were changing. And and blues, I mean, Led Zeppelin was getting black eyes in the press and their old dinosaurs and all of that. And somehow the Dire Straits came sneaking our way, didn't it, Royce?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good opening statement right there.
I've been watching Mark Knopfler on YouTube TV. I mean, since I've started watching him, the algorithms grabbed that. He's always on, and boy, do I enjoy watching him play the guitar. Oh man, he is fantastic. I love that finger picking style. I got quite a bit to say about that tonight too. So anyway, let's drop down to Chris Elliott. Chris, any opening comments on Knopfler and Dire Straits? And
actually, up until a few years ago, and I was looking through, dare I say, a Rolling Stone poll. and I saw how high Mark Knopfler was rated, and I liked Dire Straits music and that. But then I started actually listening to it. I had a copy of Brothers in Arms, but I don't know where.
Oh, I need that bad. I've got my only Dire Straits album, self-titled self-titled Dire Straits. It does have Sultans of Swing on it.
I had that, and I started listening to the Money for Nothing. That's all the the popular stuff. But I like what's the one song, So Far Away, Walk of Life.
Right. Romeo,
the man's too
and Juliet,
strong.
My wife likes
that one there.
The man's too strong. You got to listen to that, folks. If you haven't listened to it in a while, I mean, it's a wonderful ballad and everything, but then it's got that taking. Oh man, I mean, it's like a freaking earthquake. It is their masterpiece. Joseph, put up that cover one more time.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it big so you see it better. Okay.
Now, you know what they've done? They've gotten rid of this. Now they've got an anniversary release that went back to this. Can you imagine those fools changing that cover? That cover is a masterpiece. Good Lord.
Yeah.
You've got
a quick story about that cover. Is that was his third guitar, because I was watching the video and there was Guitar Stories, I think it's called, him and the bass player.
Yeah.
And he was saying that was the third guitar, and it kind of influenced the way the album turned out. And he decided it was a 1939, and he'd liked the picture. He goes, "That's going to be the picture of an album," and lo and behold, it was.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. It's the perfect cover for the music that's in there. Somehow, it takes you to. I almost feel like it's like 1865 when I'm listening to that freaking album. It's a rock album about 1865 somehow to me.
Yeah, it's definitely got an older feel to it.
Yeah, it does, huh? Yeah, good one, Chris.
Yeah, Douglas Gilbert, good to see you. Rockin' Robin, Dwayne Wolotica, Winslow, Red Cross. Hey, everybody.
Always good to see all those fine
Always
folks.
good to see everybody. Thank you all so much. Okay, that was cool showing that. Did you have any other opening comments here, Joseph?
Well, I did a lot of talking with Google's Gemini about the two albums I have. The other one is their last album, On Every Street. Let's see if I can get that lined up.
Yeah, let me try to pull that a little closer.
Sort of a dull cover.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You like that?
Oh, I bought it. I bought it, loved it. Sometimes you feel like a bug. I play when Kimberly and I first got married. I bored her with that album. I loved it, man.
You bored her with it.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
Michael, interestingly enough, I think I heard Mary Chapin Carpenter's version of The Bug first, and didn't realize it was a Mark song, and he played on her album.
See, and how many times has that happened in all of our lives? We hear the remake. We were talking about this with Fleetwood Mac. We all heard the remake of Black Magic Woman with Santana, and then I would have to discover later that no, Peter Green wrote that, and Fleetwood Mac performed it.
Hey, let me just say that Winslow just made this comment. Everybody, please hit the like button and subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please hit that like button, that thumbs up button. It gets the show distributed to a wider audience. And if you're not already a subscriber, do me a proper and smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much.
I have one more comment.
Yes.
First time we heard Mark Knopfler, it was Sultans of Swing on WMMR, all rock radio.
Yeah.
And my first impression, I saw somebody write this in the comments earlier. My first impression was, oh, does Bob Dylan have something out?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
And if you think about the lyrics of that song, he's not talking about the blues. He's not talking about rock and roll. He's talking about swing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know, Dwayne Wallaca brought up a great comment too. Mark Knopfler wrote "Private Dancer," which Tina Turner performed with Jeff Beck, guessing on it as a session musician. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I did read that too.
Yeah.
I knew he'd collaborated with her, and Beck was Beck was on there playing.
He didn't write the song for her. He was actually on the album as a single. It had kind of bombed, and then
bombed already. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she made a legend out of the song.
All right, folks. So let's do this here for a minute. Okay. So all right. So hold on a second here, folks. Let me get everything straight here. So while Knopfler is renowned for playing electric guitar without a pick, his technique is heavily rooted in what's called the claw hammer or thumb and finger style, often used by folk and country players, where the thumb handles the bass rhythm while the fingers handle the melody. Playing guitar with his fingers instead of a pick created a warm, expressive tone. He was ranked 27th on Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Guitarists. That's pretty damn impressive. Let's just for a minute, let's just reach back a little bit, talk about his early years. Okay, you know, born in Glasgow, Scotland, he worked as a reporter, a part-time English teacher. I mean, does this blow your mind? Not your typical rock resume. A collector of classic race cars. Well, that is. Knopfler developed an interest in music at an early age, and was especially influenced by his uncle, who played piano and harmonica. In the early 1960s, while living in Newcastle upon Tyne, he learned to play the guitar, and in 1965, as part of a duo, he performed on local television. 1965. Wow, what was I doing then? Not a hell of a lot. In 67,
I was still playing Army and stuff, you know.
Yeah, me too. In 67, Knopfler went to Harlow College in Essex, England, to study journalism. The following year, he became a reporter for the Yorkshire Evening Post. While on assignment, Knopfler met local country blues performer Steve Phillips. The two would later perform together as the Duolian string pickers, in 70s, while Knopfler studied English at the University of Leeds, and as the country rock group the Notting Hillbillies in the late 1980s. Notting Hillbillies, yeah. At 73, having graduated from Leeds, Knopfler performed with the band Brewers Droop in London, and subsequently became a lecturer at Loughton College in Essex. He later turned his focus to Cafe Racers, a band that eventually included his brother David, who also started Dire Straits with him. Okay, so let's.
So that's the way you do it. That's the way you make it in rock and roll.
That's right.
Let me touch on that, Royce.
Yes, go ahead.
Talking about his brother Dave. That was part of one of the videos I was watching earlier. He was saying that with Dave being the first guitar player in there, and Mark, he said it was kind of uncomfortable. And then when Dave left, he said Mark he just came into his own. He was a lot more comfortable, and he was a lot more prolific with his playing. They basically said he was trying to, how did they explain it? Trying to cover for his brother, but not cover for him, but to push him, even though he was the older brother. But eventually Dave left, and like I said, Mark came into his own. And
it's funny how bands with older brothers sometimes have bumps and grinds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was after the third album or something that Dave left, maybe the fourth album.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Brian Bingham brought up something. He saw Burton Cummins 5 times live and met him, and Randy Bachman 8 times live and met him.
Color me jealous.
Any of them as individuals, but I did get to see the Guess Who twice. You know,
shut up, Royce.
At the Las Vegas Convention Center, and they weren't even a year apart. I was shocked, but man, boy, did I love that band enough to come back 8 or 10 months later. They were great. I like that.
You braggart.
He's got me beat. I've seen Cummings 3 times. Well, 4 times. Once with Bachman.
Wow. Yeah, the Bachman Cummings shows were good from what I've seen on YouTube. I always enjoy watching those, you know.
See, I never met Randy Bachman, but my girlfriend and I were in the casino, and he was on the other side of the aisle playing one of the slots with his wife. So we just kind of looked over, got his attention, and just said, "Congratulations on your Juno Award, and have a good night."
That's kind of what happened with me and Kimberly. We and our son, her son, but my stepson. We met Martin Short in a restaurant. Just we waved at him, and he waved back, like
Right.
that was it. But we go, that's fucking Martin Short. I can't believe
they
it.
appreciate it if you acknowledge him, but don't
very
come and
funny
mess with
guy.
him all the time, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we just kind of, he was with his wife, so we just said, congratulations, and just left him alone.
Unless you're at a meet and greet making a car payment for him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so we talked a little bit about, his early life. So here's a few key facts, okay? He rose to fame with Dire Straits, which was formed in 1977 with his brother David. Mark and Dire Straits, lead guitarist and vocalist for the British rock band Dire Straits, performing during the Live Aid concert for famine relief at Wembley Stadium in London in '85. And
with guest vocalist Sting, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that. I might have read it, but
didn't Sting perform with them panel at
I believe
at that concert? Yeah, I thought so.
And he also performed on I Want My MTV.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. Is at Live Aid, didn't he sing "I Want My" to introduce their song? And I think
Michael, if I'm not incorrect, they both happen to be performing at Live Aid, Dire Straits and Sting, and they said, "Let's do it together."
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
It's a great watch. You guys got to go watch it. It's fantastic.
So sounds good. So in '77, with Knopfler on lead guitar, David on rhythm guitar, his brother, Ilsley on bass, and David Pick Withers on drums, the group renamed themselves Dire Straits and recorded demo tracks that subsequently were played to the BBC radio in London. The band enjoyed almost immediate success, striking a record deal and in 1978, leading their first headline tour. The band's debut album, released in '78, which I have here behind me, self-titled Dire Straits, debut album released in '78, gained popularity in the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, of course, the United States. In the years that followed, Dire Straits enjoyed a run of commercially successful albums, culminating with the multi-million selling Brothers in Arms in 1985, an album I really need to get, which garnered various awards, including a Grammy Award in '86 for Best Rock Performance by a vocal group for the album's hit single, Money for Nothing. And
that was also one of the very earliest albums recorded digitally.
Yeah.
Like Tug of War from McCartney was also another early album. And that was an album you had to get when you had your brand new CD player. You had to get Brothers in Arms. You just had to, because it sounds magnificent on CD. It was recorded for the CD format, man.
Yeah. Well, I had it years ago on CD, but
maybe yours is where mine's at. They're both hiding out together.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know what happens is your kids get older, and they start taking your CDs out in the car with them. Then somebody will stop by and say, "Hey, you got a couple of CDs? I'm tired of all the stuff I've got in my car." And you give them I'll bring them back, and nobody brings them back. You never see them again.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I can't even tell you how many CDs disappeared. I had a 4 or 5 CD box set of Bob Dylan. I still have the openable package, but I don't have a single CD.
Oh, geez.
I know. And I had a bunch of stuff like that. I had all Robert Johnson's recordings. I think that was I don't know, 2 or 4 CD set. Really different stuff. If you haven't really heard any Robert Johnson, I would put that in the truck and drive to work with Robert Johnson, blues legend, playing. They're all gone, and I don't know what happened to them. Where are they? A whole bunch of what happened is I had one of those CD DVD 800 carousels. 400 where you could put 400 CD combinations. You had to like write it all down because you'd never be able to find one when you have 400 in there.
God, I had one with 50 and I felt guilty.
Well, when that thing broke, I took it out in the garage and set it on a shelf, and 50 felt guilty. And it just had a donut in the middle, and it would just revolve on the inside, and the CDs just stacked. And then when you had to take them out, you had to go find the freaking, jewel case and put it back, and go find another one. I don't want this as number 51 or whatever. It was 50 CDs. I hated, it was cool because at your fingertips you had a radio station, kind of, and you could just click it on skip or random, and it would just play all over the place. That was pleasant, but the upkeep, man. Yeah. It was.
And when you put it on shuffle, you got to wait for it to play the CD, stop, shuffle over to the next. So
shuffle over,
maybe 30-second wait in between each song.
Right.
So it kind of lost its luster pretty quick, but
when I put that thing out in the garage, it was still loaded full of CDs, and I remember one day saying, I remember one day saying, I got to get these things out of here. I remember taking them all out, and I swore I put them in one of our storage containers that's out in the garage, but I haven't. It seems like they've all been taken over by Christmas stuff, things like that, and I've just lost track of them. So
what is all your Babes in Toyland set still out there, Royce?
No.
That's that Christmas set you built for Betty. What was that, 2 years ago? Yeah. It had a lot of, Soldier's Nutcracker kind of. So I thought of it that way. But I thought that was real cool of you to do that.
Don't tempt me. I'll bring some of the props she made. We've got an actual, merry-go-round sitting in our living room that's almost too heavy to move anymore. But it's got 3 horses on it, and it turns. That she made. I had to do a little cutting and stuff for her, but it's a sight to behold when it's running. She's really into the crafts and stuff,
Yeah. Money. Wait a minute. I can't think of the name of it. Money for Nothing, the whole album. Brothers in Arms. Brothers in Arms was the first CD to sell 1 million.
1 million. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Chris, what do you got there? I saw you.
Well, you said Money for Nothing. I was just reaching over a grip because that's the only one I have is the collection. It's
okay, I want to see that up close.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to see that up close. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Just a great cover. I love that cover.
Yeah.
And it's got pictures of all their albums.
The headband says more than the face,
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Isn't that right? Yeah.
You know what, Joseph? When Brothers in Arms came out, I was a restaurant and equipment supply specialist, salesman. And one of the other salesmen invited me over to his house for lunch, and he played Brothers in Arms on CD, and I had never freaking heard anything like it.
Nothing like it. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Telegraph
had to get it.
Great live. There it is.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, everybody's showing stuff. I'm gonna have to show something here in a minute. Let's see. Maybe I'll make my.
What album is Romeo and Juliet on?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Dire Straits, self-titled. Here's the crew on back. It actually, the original sleeve has a lot of stuff on it too. Of course, I've got it in a plastic sleeve now, but this original sleeve is pretty cool as far as a nice picture on it. So definitely don't want to Get rid of that. And then here's here's all the songs with the lyrics and stuff on the back. Okay. All right. So let me put this away real quick.
Making movies, Joseph. I just looked it up. Making
Thank
movies
you,
is
thank
the
you.
album Romeo and Juliet song.
I swear I have it somewhere, but I couldn't find it to do research this week.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I have their last album, which you said you like the cover of, On Every Street. It doesn't look very good when I hold it up.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
No,
It's like,
the cover I like. Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the one with the bug in it. Sometimes you feel like a bug or whatever. Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I like it. But I'm a artist and I do some graphic arts and I've done some stuff on the computer
here,
and
let me
shit.
show you the back.
That's kind of cool. I like it.
Let me show you the back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me
Blow
bring
that
in.
up for us, Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little blank. I like the iconography. I like the artwork, man. But you know what, Joseph? Maybe the reason I like that album, the front one cover, is I'm colorblind, man. Maybe I'm seeing it, and people who see it the right way go, it just doesn't look good. But it looks good coming from looking at it as a colorblind person.
Right.
The colors pop good. Red and green, is what I'm seeing right now. Or is that a gray? But and I think I'm red and green colorblind. So who knows?
It's blue.
Is it blue? See, I'm colorblind,
well, it
man.
sort of looks like blue jeans, actually.
Yeah. So maybe that's why I like it. Is I see green, you see blue. I don't know.
Well, I just see my younger brother has entered the chat. You got a comment here. I tried to
How
learn
you doing, Richie?
I tried to learn that Money for Nothing on the guitar, and it was really weird the way they did it, but it was cool.
Yeah. I've never tried the riff, Richie. So
my brother was a great guitar player. Is a great guitar player.
Is a great good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't dead yet, are you, Richie?
Hey, good to see you, brother.
Quick story about
Richie.
How the band got its name. At one point, I don't know if it was right at that point, but Mark Knopfler was so broke he was living on his friend's floor, and they got together eventually, and they were going to make a band. He goes, "Well, what are we going to name it?" Well, they decide, well, we're all broke. Why don't we just name it as we are? We're all in dire straits, and that's the name that stuck.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so I've been talking about the career a little bit. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about that. Okay, Dire Straits combined pub rock roots with sophisticated lyrical songwriting. Their 1985 album Brothers in Arms was a global success, selling over 30 million copies. David Gilmour's opinion on Mark Knopfler, that always carries weight with me. Mark Knopfler was a lovely, refreshing guitar, had a lovely, refreshing guitar style. He brought back something that seemed to have gone astray in guitar playing.
Bingo. Cool. That says more than this whole show has said right there. It was different. It was refreshing.
Yes.
I mean, David Gilmour just nailed it, right, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And George Harrison praised his musicianship. He said, "It's clarity and the way Mark Knopfler built songs with restraint and precision rather than excess." Sometimes that time between notes means more than as many notes as you can cram in a minute, I think we all know that.
Yeah, but he was good with offbeats and almost measures within measures, and I could see why George Harrison would like that, because George Harrison was trained in off times. He would write shit in 7/8 time, try to explain that to Ringo, and he goes, "Yeah, no, it's in 7/8 time." You go, "I don't know that shit, George. I'll just go da 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 dot dot dot." Right. So George would like that, because that's one of the things I hear in Mark Knopfler when I listen to him, is those offbeats when he plays. You know, those unexpected notes, and it's got a rhythm and a breath all its own. I mean, he only sounds like freaking Mark Knopfler. That's all. Well, you know, that's all he sounds like.
That's right. I don't see anybody else quite like him. I mean, there are other people that finger pick. I've heard some of the old blue artists say, well, why would I use a pick? I got 5 picks on my right hand.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know,
I could say the same thing about Lindsey Buckingham. Nobody sounds like Buckingham but Buckingham. But since we're talking about Knopfler, I mean, to me, they're both like the different sides of the same coin. One's a head, one's a tail, you know?
Well, you know, Michael, you can probably count the number of electric guitar players who don't use a pick on your fingers and toes.
Yeah. I mean, it's newer guitarists are doing it all over the place. All right, after they kind of came in, guitars, it kind of became a thing, you know. But these guys are the, you know, we're talking DNA, right, Royce?
Yeah.
And this is the original DNA. This isn't a copy. This is the original DNA pair that will be copied, you know.
Right. Well, okay, so let me just give you a quick sampling of finger pickers, all right? Jeff Beck, Lindsey Buckingham, Richie Kotzen, Robbie Krieger of the Doors in the rock world, okay? So blues slide players like Albert King, Albert Collins, Bonnie Raitt, Derek Trucks, and jazz giants who go pickless have included Wes Montgomery and Joe Pass. I mean, that's a pretty elite crowd right there, folks.
Hey, Royce, can I touch on you had a comment up there a couple of minutes ago by Winslow talking about
is it this one?
Yeah, the lyrics for Sultan to Swing. Actually, again, in the video I was watching earlier, they explained what the song was about. Because the guy was saying, well, I always thought this song was, you know, another one of those woe is me rock singer complaining about everything. And he says that wasn't the case. He said it was Mark Knopfler was in this little club. There was a, you know, kind of a jazzy blues band playing. And all the young kids in the club weren't paying attention. They were all doing whatever. And so he started writing the song about the band. He said the band, they were, you know, instead of just going through the motions because there's nobody watching, he said there was only 2 people in the bar watching him, and Mark Knopfler being one of them. And he said, like, Guitar George, he's up there playing, or what's the other line there?
He knows all the chords.
Harry doesn't care if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job. He's doing all right. He's basically describing the band. You know, they are the Sultans of Swing. And it's not about his band. It was about the band that he was watching. You see, he was amazed that they went out there, completely kicked ass, and only 2 people were watching him. And so that's what he said. They're the Sultans of Swing. He was in awe of the band, and he wrote the song about them.
Now, I do want to make something you were talking before Chris was, and I didn't want to get too far off of his style of finger picking and the people who do this. As Royce knows, I do finger picking. Okay. When I do it, it's on acoustic guitar. I don't play on the electric like these guys do, but I do it on there. I'll give you an example, Royce. My song Morning's Light, I know you like that one a whole lot. All right, that the chords that go with it is basically a pattern on the right hand where you play thumb, 2, 1, and 2. You know, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so you hit thumb, thumb, 2, 1, thumb, 3, 2, 1, thumb, thumb, 2, 1, thumb, 3, 2, 1, and try and do that while you're singing, which is what I do on that. Right. You know, a lot of bass players will tell you, just try and play, and Royce knows I'm a bass player too. Just try and play bass lines and sing lead on a song. You know, it's a lot easier to play the chords and strum the guitar and sing. right? John Lennon was great at that, right? But when you've got and or like in one of my songs, the time signature is 7/8. Is that what it is? Bum ba da dun dum ba dun dum ba dun dum ba dun da dun da dum da dun dun ba dun dun. So you get these kind of patterns going. We're talking about Mark Knopfler, and earlier we're talking about Lindsey Buckingham. These guys are trillions of miles over my knowledge. And so is my daughter, who is 26 years old. She puts me to shame on finger picking, and she's got a much better voice than her daddy.
I hadn't heard any of that before.
Great songwriter.
Hey, I love
She's a great songwriter.
Oh, is she?
Oh, yeah. Taught her good.
By Michael Chavez. Mark agreed to allow Weird Al to do a parody of Money for Nothing on one condition. Mark would get to play lead guitar. That's funny, man. I assume that took place, you know. Dr. Rick, Mark Knopfler guitar phrasing reminds me of Frank Sinatra. You know, that's really interesting.
Oh, I like that analogy. As everybody knows, I love Sinatra. So
we were having my wife and I were having a conversation about early music when we were driving, hour and a half drive the other day. And I played her, you know, my mother and father, there was a war between, you know, the two of them, what music style that I would like. He was all country and she was like the crooners, you know. So I started out by playing her, you know, a Dean Martin song and then a Frank Sinatra song and several. I can't think of the one that was my mom's favorite right now. Was it Perry Como? Yeah, I think it was Perry Como. Yeah, played her one of those. Then I got into. I was playing it on my phone. Then I got into my dad's stuff, and I played "Your Cheating Heart" by Hank Williams Sr. You know? But it was kind of fun just digging back and playing that stuff. You know.
Well, that's weird because when I was a kid, it was all country and western. My parents were country and western musicians.
Right.
That's why I'm here.
Well, you know,
anyway, I'll tell you, Royce, I had to discover Sinatra, Como, not so much, but Sinatra, Bing Crosby, God, the whole Rat Pack, you know, on my own. I just had to kind of figure that out because it was all country when I was being raised.
Well, you know? my brother Richie and I, when we grew up in Vegas, the Rat Pack was always a residency. I think it was the Sands, but they were always there playing, you know.
Yeah.
And it was kind of interesting, you know. There was a lot of prejudice back in the day, and I read stories where, you know, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. walked into a place. They said, well, no, he can't come in. Or maybe it was Frank Sinatra this time. And they said, well, if he can't come in, I'm not coming in. They all left. And they go, no, come back. You know?
I'm surprised Frank didn't say, which of those two horses parked out back is yours, my friend? We'll talk in the morning. You know? You know?
When you wake up with a horse head under your covers.
Yeah, but you know what it was? And now the end is there. That's the song that got me into the crooners.
Yeah.
And
I did it.
Yeah, I did it my way. And his set of ballads around that time. And I go, he's pretty cool for a non-rocker. You know, I kind of discovered him on my own, you know.
When I kind of got into him a little bit as a kid because Dean Martin had a great TV show. It was the only show he smoked cigarettes and drank real alcohol while he was doing it. And he was always giggling, and some beautiful woman was always carrying something out to him. And he was always, like I said, chuckling. He'd sing a song, he'd smoke a cigarette, he'd be chuckling. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it. I mean, it was just straight up fun to watch.
Yeah.
If they've got a channel that shows them, I'd watch some of them today. I had a lot of fun watching that.
Oh, yeah, me too. Hey, brother, just a quick reminder to the audience. I see that we have 30 watching. We have 25 thumbs up. 5 of you could, do us a solid. We'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. You know,
because if we get to that, we only need 20 more to get big.
Yeah, it's kind of in increments of 50. I want to say something else that I haven't even brought up before. We've been hyping people's videos, and if you don't know what hyping means, you can't do it during a live show. after the shows are over, kind of that little row of things you can click on kind of below the screen. If you just stroll all the way to one end, it says hype, and it's a special thing that helps the show grow. You just doesn't cost a damn dime. You just click on the hype, and it says, okay, well, we're going to give this show 375 hype points, and you can
folks, it does work.
You can hype three times in 1 week. You can hype. And
my latest video was hyped, and it got 7,000 points, and that helped it tremendously. You know, it helps.
Yeah. Hey, good to see Al Val is here. Good to see you, brother. So anyway, I just want to say I was just following up on that comment. If hit that like button. We're always gunning for 50 likes. Okay. That's the entry level boost by the algorithm, 50. And they've gotten Joseph Blue's having too much fun. They've gotten a little hard to come by. And anyway, so yeah, help us get the likes. If you haven't hit the like button, certainly doesn't cost anything. Hey, Angela, how are you?
Hey, Angela.
So great to see you.
I love Angela. It's it's like comfort when she shows up at Caitlin's or yours, or occasionally one of mine.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Dwayne Melodica, Michael Bubble is among the last of the crooners. Saw him 4 times live. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. So anyway, and also whether you're watching now, and I know pretty much everybody watching now, or watching later, and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And if you'd like, hit the notification bell. You'll get a one-time notification when new material is coming up, because we do more than just a live podcast every Sunday. Just like this week, I put out a video, what was it, Thursday, on Ginger Baker. The most thank you. I had fun doing that. Yeah,
it was good. I loved it.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, no, that was like what, 7 minutes long. So we sneak in these pre-recordeds during the week whenever every chance we get. So you'll get notifications on those too when they're coming out. And we've got a lot of stuff out there, and I'm sure you'll enjoy being part of the program. If you want to come up on the live, come into the live chat, you're welcome. You don't have to worry that our live chat is like clannish or cliquish, or they're just going to talk. A small group's going to talk together. You will get there. Everybody will wrap their arms around you when you come into our chat. This is a friendly group here, and we always look forward to new people coming in. Okay, so my brother Richard says I get no kicks from champagne. Okay, I could get it. Well, he's probably responding to somebody there in the chat, but I can get a kick from anything.
But I do get a kick over you.
I had a glass of wine with dinner, some good Pinot Noir, and we found a $7 bottle that we've been buying because it's really good, very good. I don't think I've ever had a Pinot that I didn't like. The thing about Pinot Noir, I'll never forget working at 18 years old in the largest liquor distributing company in Las Vegas, owned by none other than Steve Wynn before he owned a single casino. And so I'd have to go out into the warehouse on a cart and pick up, sometimes single bottles and stack them. They're all going to a bar. I were on the night shift, and I remember hunting down that wine. I knew all the names of it. Pinot Noir is stuck in my head for some reason. I remember one time, my boss that I was working with. Now, keep in mind, you had to be 21 to work around alcohol. I was only 18, fresh out of high school, and my father got a fake birth certificate saying I was 18, so I could go to work where he was working. Anyway, that way he could keep an eye on me. The whole downside of that whole job, like, surprised I lasted 10 months, is me and my friends would go out and party. And around 11:30, they all went home. Well, that's the time I had to drive to work. So that imagine the condition I was in some nights.
Anyway, before I quit drinking, I was selling Coors beer, and one of the benefits was, you got a case of Coors. You know,
okay.
Every single day you could take a Coors. You know, every day, not a week. Every day you got a free case of Coors. And so it didn't work out, me and Coors beer, but in the long run. But during the time, whoa, it was great.
Well, you know what was cool about this gig at the liquor warehouse is you were allowed to drink beer while you were working. So you'd be standing there at your desk with your order, you know, that you have to stage for the truck drivers to load onto their trucks in the morning. And there was always dented cans of beer back in the big ice box. And the only beer they handled every liquor in the world, liquor distributing company in Vegas, but they only handled one beer, and it was Pabst Blue Ribbon. And so you could always have a Pabst Blue Ribbon sitting there. It might have a dent in the can or whatever. But
probably from somebody trying to throw it away.
But that was another cool thing that Steve wouldn't allow. You know, he had a big Honda 750 chopper with the front end that was about, 10 feet long. He had his dirt bikes in there. Him and Larry Ruvo, the sales manager, raced dirt bikes. He was 32. Ruvo was 33. Young guys, finally took over Vegas at some point. But we'd hear his partner Larry in there talking Italian to Italy and stuff on the phone. So we never knew what was really going on.
Anyway. They had to meet a man about a horse head. I mean,
yeah, exactly. More than likely. Okay, so
Mark,
let's see here. All right, so let's talk about the solo career, the collaborations. Okay, after disbanding Dire Straits in '95, like 18 years after they started it, Knopfler launched a successful solo career. He has composed scores of several films, including Local Hero in '83, Cal 1984, The Princess Bride '87. Collaborations, he's worked with artists like Chet Atkins, Bob Dylan, Emmylou Harris, and I think it was you, Chris, that brought up their album's going to get reissued here, and Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Dire Straits in 2018. Also a 4-time Grammy Award winner. Recent work, he continues to work with the 10th solo album, One Deep River, scheduled for release, and that was already released in 2024. But with Dire Straits, Knopfler sold between 100 and 120 million records, a 4-time Grammy winner, recipient of the Edison Award, the Steiger Award, the Ivor Novello Award, as well as holding 3 honorary doctorate degrees in music from universities in the UK. Now, doesn't that blow
Royce,
your mind?
you forgot his highest award of all.
Which one was that? Oh,
he was nominated into the Mount Rock Olympus Hall of Fame as a guitar player.
Michael Nolan showed. Yes, that was today. That was tonight, right?
Nope, he got that last year, brother. The Tribe
that
has
decided. That was the earlier polls. Yeah,
you're right. Okay. That was the 25 top guitarists, and of course we later inducted them into it because that was only for. I only had 2 major polls out. I did trillions of them, but 2 major polls. One picked the top 13 bands, and one picked the top 25 guitars. So they went in when we did our induction of new artists early this year, and now we're going into. We went to drummers. We've got 25 drummers, and now I just closed the poll for the top singers, and they'll go in, and then I'm going to do another poll of the top bass players in rock, and then this fall we'll do it up. But baby, Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits still has a shot to be nominated as a band because I've still got to do after the bass poll nomination for the year, and then we're all caught up, right?
Okay,
so cool. This is a major thing. But I believe in the Tribe. I believe in your audience. I believe in my audience, and we're the ones that picked that, right? Or not we, but they are. All of them. I have no vote, but you did. And look what happened, man. Mark Knopfler, and by the way, so was Lindsey Buckingham. They were both inducted into the Mount Rock Olympus Hall of Fame. And I believe in my tribe. I believe in your warriors. And my God, we got it done. And that's the highest honor he could get, because our Hall of Fame, unlike others,
yeah,
isn't corrupt.
Other Hall of Shames, I should say.
Yeah. Excellently put, Royce. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well, at least these ones are run by people who know what the hell they're doing, right?
You know, he collaborated with country musician Chet Atkins to create Neck and Neck in 1990, a highly successful album that won 3 Grammy Awards. 3, folks. That's a lot of Grammys. The following year, Dire Straits reunited to release the group's final album, On Every Street. In 1996, Knopfler released his first solo album, Golden Heart. 3 years later, he was made an officer of the Order of the British Empire. So anyway, he continues to write. He writes film tracks. He writes solo stuff. He wrote, what was this? Broke into the top 10 on charts in Europe and went on to multiple world tours with some of his stuff. So he remains active, all right? Mark Knopfler is still active in the music industry, managing his extensive catalog and releasing a 20th anniversary edition, oh, this is cool, of his collaboration with Emmylou Harris. I definitely want to get that. That's been coming on TV a lot lately out there. Okay, so the name of the album, All the Road Running, April 2026. So that's very cool. I'm really looking forward to that, guys.
Yeah.
I'm woefully short on my Dire Straits music.
Oh, me too. I haven't gotten an album by them. I really, and it's a tough one. I love their first album almost as much as I love Brothers in Arms, and I rank. What's the one you just mentioned? They got reunited, and I bought that one.
Yeah, with Emmylou Harris.
Thought that was top notch too. But as soon as I named those 3 albums, all the albums in between are marvelous. They didn't really put out a weak discography.
No. What a talent! I think that was All the Road Running with Emmylou Harris. Is that the one you're talking about just now, Michael?
No. I'm talking about. What was it?
Brothers in Arms, or
no, the one they reunited as a band and put out as their final album. That one. But the name isn't coming to me right now. Yeah, and I bought that. That's the one I was telling you that I bought it, and Kimberly and I were first married, and I just played it to death.
Right.
I love that album, and I thought, "Yay, they're back!"
On Every Street, Michael?
On every street. Thank you, Chris.
That's exactly
on every street. That's the one. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm an old man now.
Michael.
Yeah. You're getting up there, Michael.
On Every Street has a couple of tracks that are very country, including The Bug.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I love country. By the way, Joseph, I had my rebellion years, because that's all I got when I was a kid. Oh my God. And despite that, I still love Johnny Cash, and the Everly Brothers had a country twang to them, but they were also kind of rock and roll, which got me over to, I had, and by the time I was 15 years old, you would have heard nothing else but, dude, I hate freaking country, man. Can't stand that shit. It's almost as bad as opera. That was my mantra. Right. But I settled down in my dotage, and I love good country, brother. I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Let me show you the CD I've got of the actual CD, if I can get it without it shining too much. And that is, it was printed in West Germany. And I talked to Google, and they, with the smart, is it Gemini? He talks to me like some guy. He's like,
yeah.
I think I'm talking to a guy here. Let me show you that. it is that guitar.
Oh yeah. I see it.
That's the actual
It's
CD.
Yeah, it's the sound hole to the regenerator, right? I love it.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sound
Yeah,
hole.
yeah.
They stick that in where the traditional sound hole on a guitar, which is an acoustic guitar speaker, is its sound hole. That's where the sound comes out of. And when they put that thing in, it gives it a more metallic sound. Them down them Delta blues kind of sounds. I love resonators is what they're called, I think.
Do you
Yeah,
know what Google
resonate.
told me, Michael?
What's that?
Google told me right back in the 20s they had started making those guitars because they created a louder sound, and they didn't have electric back then. They
Right.
created a louder sound than a regular guitar, and
Yep.
marked, I think, as a 1937.
Was it a 37?
Right.
I thought it was a 39, but okay.
Oh, we could be
Wow. Yeah,
close.
yeah.
I don't know.
Either way. Go
It's
ahead.
either my bad memory or Google got it wrong.
Well, here a year,
Anyway.
there a year, around that time, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so you're talking late 30s, and they would get into the continuing, and especially with mix of orchestras, and finally, good old Les Paul had enough and created a contraption called the log. It would later become the Les Paul because he was playing in orchestras and tired that even a resonator couldn't cut through that shit. So, and then on top of that, he invented 4-track recording. Good Lord, and he is the only guy that got into the Mount Rock Olympus Hall of Fame and not be a direct rock star because of his accomplishments that created the damn art form. So, when we're talking resonate, this whole thing, it's all got a blended history, man. I love it.
And you're talking Les Paul, right?
Yep. Les Paul.
Yeah, he also did a lot of work with overdubbing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He invented multi-track recording. Him and Mary Ford, How High the Moon, is a complete overdubbed miracle. God, what a great song.
Hey, Michael, check this comment out. You'll probably really be able to relate to it. Piccolino the Cat says, I enjoy playing Brothers in Arms. What makes the song so different sounding is the A-flat minor Aeolian key with the other 5 flat chords in the key.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Very good.
Yeah. Something I wouldn't have known any of that.
Okay. That reminds me, I'm hearing she's talking about the modes, right?
Yes.
It's an Aeolian mode. A particular approach to notes with certain flats and sharps that are unexpected in, say, the major scale, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, right? Okay, all of that. So, but it reminds me because the fact that she chose that word, what was it? I can't remember the Beatle cut, but one of the upper, echelon music critics wrote of, yes, and this song, it may be anti-love, no, because it was John who responded, and that's a Paul song. But it's a song like that, Anti-Lover or something like that. And the guy goes, and it sweeps with, or something like this. He goes, and it sweeps with Aeolian cadences. And so they'd ask John later on, and John goes, we still don't know what an Aeolian cadence is.
I think that was If I Fell from Hard Day's
If I Fell. That could be. Yeah, because that's a John song.
And I think I read that. I read that in a book. By the way, I'd like to bring up something that I heard, and I don't know if I have this 100% correct. But Brothers in Arms has been used at funerals for veterans. A lot of them. And if you listen to that song, it really hits you.
Yeah.
And it's so slow and so soft. And then you compare it to Something's a Swing, where he
Yeah.
does some really fast picking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you know, my brother.
And he didn't need to dominate, because how about the organ drenched walk on by? You know, he could allow himself to be kind of enveloped by the other members of the band. So not a whole lot of ego, but very present. But there were times he'd take a back seat. That's why I liked him. You know,
Yeah.
they seemed like everymen to
My
me.
brother's
You know,
asking me if I remember when our dad had the Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard 8-track tapes going. You know, I don't remember that exactly. I do have some of the albums they had, you know. I've got
yeah,
two Ray Charles albums that mom and dad had in the house. And there was a couple of country things I had too. One of them was I think I might have had Jailhouse Rock for a while, and then that other one, Elvis's Gold Record, with all the gold records on it. And I had that forever. And then I don't know, I think it broke or something. But anyway,
well, that's
no,
how I got
I don't remember
into.
him having 8 tracks.
Yeah, I got into Johnny Cash kind of the same way, Richie. My parents listened to him. They liked him, and so I liked him, especially when I heard Ring of Fire. That was it. Caught me. And then the Everly Brothers would sneak in to those same stations, played heavily on country radio. But I heard rock and roll. I was like, no, this is different.
Well, I tell you, my favorite Johnny Cash story that involves my father was him and I and my younger brother Richie, who's here tonight. We're sitting in one little cafe, and there was a kind with a big jukebox with a small one on each table. You could turn it and play a song. And Ring of Fire came on. Ring of Fire came on like 100 times a day, no matter where you were. Johnny Cash's "I Fell Down." And anyway, so I said, "Hey, Dad, you like this song?" He goes, "You like Johnny Cash?" And he goes, "No." I go, "What?" Didn't say it quite like that. I go, "I thought you loved country music." I do. Well, his music's fine, but he's a hophead, And I always say at the tail end of that story that, boy, was he disappointed in me later in life. Hey, Rich, you can relate to that, right? So anyway, hey, Groovy Lisa, how are you tonight? Hello. I can't type. Okay. All right, Angela, good to see you. Glad you're here. Richie, good to see you. Angela remembers my brother Richie. Wow. Yeah, my brother, he's been through some things, his wife died last year, and then he had some serious health issues and was in the hospital for a long time and stuff. But he looks as fit as ever right now, so he's doing something right.
Blessings.
I've been doing investigations with my Google friend.
Oh,
it's always the same voice. And what the funny thing is, if you look on the CD, it's also available on vinyl. You see the little writing in that space near the center. It gives you. I give those numbers to Google, and they say, "Oh, well, that was pressed in Pennsylvania. You've got one of the first pressings of that." And it turns out my Brothers in Arms actually is the early pressing. And I compared it. It has two different sets of what did not George Martin, the guys that actually sat at the board, the engineers. They had two different sets of engineers for these two albums. And they also had two different people who did the mastering. And I can hear the difference between Brothers in Arms, which sounds great, and their last album, On Every Street. It sounds really good, but the drums are like really shocking compared to Brothers in Arms.
I'll do the comparison, Joseph. I'd like to. I'll remember that. I review Royce's stream as well as my own. So when I review it, I'll write that down, because I'd like to take a crack at that myself, brother.
And looking at your vinyls, you could probably talk to Google and say, I've got this number etched in my vinyl. And for some reason, Google can look it up with the AI and tell you information you just never know.
Yeah. You're talking about the same AI that runs the algorithm, Gemini. And it's really changed things. I'm not sure I trust it all the time because it's caused a lot of consternation to us content creators. It's created a mess for both Royce and I from time to time, and yet it is 3 times more proficient. There are some good things that have come out of it, but there are a couple of major concerns. And Gemini, it's the next gen, brother. Right now they're trying to they'll spend the next 10 years developing its son, son of Kong. But right now, this is like the U.S. doing Gen 6 fighters right now in the air, and so it's a powerful. But I got my. I'll go dragon now. I wasn't talking about you. Stop. No. Don't focus on me.
Okay, one thing I usually do very early in the show, and I don't want to forget about it because it's important, and that's a couple of people stepped up last week. Rock and Robin Bird joined my membership, a month in the membership. Michael Nolan gave me a super chat, $10. Thank you so much. And Piccolino the cat gave me a super chat of $5. So thank you all so very much. And of course, Michael Nolan came back with a $10 super chat tonight. So I just want to, you got to do that shout out for these guys because it makes a difference. All right.
It does, folks. It does.
Thanks, everybody. The most important thing is just keep coming and watching. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been trying to grow the channel. It's been a little slow lately, to be perfectly honest with you. The subscribers have been off. I haven't been meeting everybody has a monthly average once you've had a show for a while. It's like, hey, monthly average, you get X amount of subscribers a month. You're 2 above your monthly average. You're 1 below your monthly average. I don't even want to go there tonight. Okay, Kevin Hall surfing. Hey, good to see you,
you know what,
good to see
folks?
you.
We've had a fantastic viewing audience, larger than Royce has had at its peak.
Oh yeah, I love recent. Chat. Yeah.
All you folks, really seriously, it's no big deal. Just hit that thumbs up and then hit that subscribe button to the 4 Horsemen.
The 4 Horsemen, yeah.
It doesn't cost you a cent. It's good quality programming. It's all positive. We keep the trolls out, and you'd be doing the brother a solid, man.
Yeah, I help us one tonight on your show.
No, Royce, I want you to. Everybody's going on. That's Nolan being Royce's wingman, man. Okay, all right. Well, so what? But no, it's not just that. I'm here because Royce turned me on to his own channel by me accidentally finding one of his freaking videos, man. And he drew me here. This is good quality. He's a good guy, a lot nicer guy than me. And I like, I need somebody that's like more calm. And he's not calm all the time. No, I can guarantee you that. I know the brother well enough. He can go on a rage just like I can at any time. But I'm like, I'm at a low boil at all the time. And I love being over here to, kind of, you take some of the wind out of my sails, brother. And I appreciate it. I need that,
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, we've had some interesting conversations over the years.
Yes, we have.
Well, some interesting things happen on the show sometimes,
Oh God.
Yeah. Hey,
it's
Bill,
like
Bill K.
It's like Ryan's Hope or General Hospital. Over here, you have to keep up on the episodes, folks, because there's been a long intertwining story going on here for the last 3.5 years, 4 years. I think we hit 4. Did we hit 4 years? Or is 4 years in May?
We probably, yeah.
I think we're hitting 4 years in May, and then we'll start our 5th season together after that. long intertwining story, and there's only one way.
A long intertwining story.
Yeah.
So anyway, I want to say hi to a few newbies that not newbies, but I joined the show a little late. Bill K, my good old friend Bill K. Been down some roads together, haven't we? Chris Elliott, of course. Let's see. Okay, Eric.
Who's
Schultz.
he? Oh, hi, Chris.
He's
Eric
some
Schultz.
comedian
Hey.
who stole my thunder.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Rockin' Robin Bird, always a pleasure to have you here so much. Bill K. Hi there. Hey, you get people are just you have fans out there, Chris. Dwayne Wolotica, Kevin Hall surfing. Hello. Yeah, Kevin Hall's here now. KHS is it Monday?
Yeah, Kevin Hall's been with us for a long while now.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Michael, Royce drew you there because of a pizza slice video. Piccolini, you've seen that. I was at Nardoni's, just insanely good pizza.
Oh, I saw that one as well, Royce. But yeah. I've seen a whole ton of your videos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the one that turned me on to Royce was when he covered the Haight-Ashbury district.
Yeah.
And then I made a comment on it, and he made another nice comment. And my wife calls it bromance surged from there.
Bromance, that's right.
Makes sense.
He's gonna give me a ring any day, folks.
Yeah.
Diamond, baby. Yeah. I want diamond.
Diamond, there you go.
Hey, Royce.
With all the fights you've been getting, and I'll buy a ring for your nose, you know. Yeah, Chris, what were you saying?
So, I mean, it's a little off topic since we've kind of gotten there. I went and spent some money that I don't actually have, but I spent it anyways. And I got myself a little bit of reading material.
Okay.
Show them off here.
Make them big.
Oh, Hammer of the Gods.
Oh yeah, blow that.
You got a book there, Joyce?
Wow.
Make them big.
Royce.
Okay.
Please. Yeah. That's the new one.
Jeez, guys, get off my back.
See, my uncle, he had the original 1985 release of that.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
And then there's this.
Stephen Davis.
Yeah, I've got that one on digital, brother.
Yeah, that one's good. I have watched.
Yeah.
As soon as I haven't got into it.
That's awesome.
And then this one here.
What's the subtitle?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, Bob Spitz. Okay,
yeah.
good.
When did you get all? When did you get all those?
Name, so. What's that, Royce?
When did you get all those?
I got them on Amazon last week.
Oh, okay.
They were on for some reason. There was a whole bunch of them on sale. So I'm going, hey man, I might as well get them now. If I'm ever going to get them, they're not going to be this cheap again. So.
Yeah, Hammer of the Gods, bestseller, man. That was a great book.
What did you have to pay for that one, if you don't mind me asking?
One was, I think, Hammer of the Gods was $22.97 Canadian.
Good price. Yeah.
When Giants Walk the Earth, that was 40% off. That was like $23, and the other one was $32, I think.
You get free shipping?
Yeah, free shipping and everything.
This is funny. Jay Cliban stumbled upon my show. Stumbled upon my show. I have a real estate license. So does my wife, and we've made some videos at open houses and stuff. And he stumbled across one of those videos.
Was that showing any? There you go, Douglas. That's the only one I have. It's got the other cover. I didn't show that earlier. Here's the back.
Yeah. What is that? A collection?
Yeah, it's a compilation. Their first compilation, actually. It was from 1988.
They have more compilations than they have studio albums.
Right.
A lot of bands do, right? And there's the actual CD of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like that.
Nice stuff there, Chris.
Yeah, I like the mirrored, the blackened replaced by the mirrored effect on the bottom half of that now.
Yeah,
That's
the
good.
kind of
Yeah.
shadow effect. Sort
Oh,
of.
okay.
Yeah.
I think we've reached that time, folks, where I'm going to ask for closing statements. I'll start out by saying I enjoyed doing this show tonight. My being a fan of Mark Knopfler has been growing daily for some time for me. I mean, becoming a huge fan. I'll be buying much more of their music. I've just got the one album right now. I may have. My guess is I've got at least one CD. Okay. I didn't dig through that today, but I will be. And enjoyed everybody here. Joseph, thanks for joining us. Of course, Michael
Yeah, it
and
was a
Chris.
pleasure to have Joseph up.
Michael and yeah, totally. Michael and Chris, regular members of the Four Horsemen, along with Dan McNew, who is not here tonight. And
Prayers and thoughts to you, Dan.
when-
If something's wrong, we missed you.
we typically limit the panel size to 4 members, and that would typically be the 3 of us, me, Michael, and Chris, plus Dan. And but we have vacancies, Joseph. And it was a
And
good
we
thing you came
appreciate you filling in
coming
tonight, Joseph. It
backstage.
was real nice hanging with you, brother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
last week didn't just get stuck with 3.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. It happens.
Yeah, it does. And by the way, folks, Royce is perfectly willing and quite able, I might add, to carry on this show as a single if he didn't have anybody. Everybody was sick or somebody was on
Yeah.
vacation.
Well,
You know, he's ready. He's ready to do it. He's done it, and he does it well.
I actually did it for years.
Yeah.
Well, he does he definitely does the research.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Joseph.
yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so Michael, any closing statements from you?
Oh, just thank you for having me on, Royce. I had a great time tonight.
Always.
I really did.
Michael,
And
bromance, Nolan.
yeah, and I expect a ring anytime now. But no, brother, you know I love you. You know I do. I appreciate it, and I'm honored that you would have me up here. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And that's only one of the reasons why I kind of married up our episodes so that we had.
That was a cool idea.
Yeah, by doing that, I think we provided hours of entertainment. I want to thank you for allowing me to add that. You know, it would have only taken a call from you as go, Michael, I think that'd be stepping on my toes, and I would have adjusted it immediately. But you went with it. I appreciate it. And I had a ball on both streams tonight, and I thank you.
Too, yeah.
And once again, I apologize when I have to get up here, but after an hour and 15 minutes in this chair, I get up here for a while. I just got to get up and walk sometimes, folks. It's an old back injury. I'm not an invalid or anything like that. I can do everything I normally can, except for sitting in this damn chair for that long. Yeah, you know, and it's no disrespect to you, Royce. I know I've said this before. I know you know that, but for new viewers, we're getting newer viewers all the time. That's the explain why I get up and leave sometimes. But if you notice, I'm tied into the conversation through my headphones.
Oh, yeah. You always
and I'm right there with a comment, even if I'm off the screen. And I beg your indulgences. But thank you, Royce. And Chris and Joseph, both of you have been one hell of a pleasure to hang out with tonight. I love this stream. I really love this stream, man. It was great. Yeah.
It was great. I think they're just getting more comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More comfortable in our own skin. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Echo what Michael said there for sure. I mean, it's always a pleasure to be up here and appreciate it. You guys are pretty much like therapy for me. I mean, it's
good. Glad to hear that, Chris.
Now, and I get to sit here, get to talk all kinds of music. You know, even throw out a little BS here and there. You know, why always let the truth ruin a good story, right?
Right.
But,
Chris, I concur with you.
I appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome people, and you guys are really good. Everybody shows respect for each other, and
I love the chat.
That it doesn't always happen on some channels. I mean, obviously, you guys know that.
Right.
And
I
just
did
want to wish
want to
everybody
add
well.
something that you just said, Chris. This is kind of a therapy to me.
Thank you, Angela.
You know, it really is.
Yeah,
Doing my
me
channel
too.
in this day and age, it keeps me freaking sane. You know, so I agree with you there, and I'm sorry if that I interrupted you there for a minute. That's why I pulled back, but
Yeah.
I echo that, and I get that from tribe members as well as warriors all the time. This is like therapy for me, all the time. We get that in the comments all the time. So,
No, you
well
just,
done, well said.
like I mentioned, it just gives you a break from all the other bullshit for a while.
Right.
And last thing I want to say
Yeah.
is I wish everybody well, you know, and hope everybody's safe and careful. And so,
Royce, you got a
Yeah,
you got
I was
you
getting
got
ready
a
to
deuce
mention that.
hammer.
Well, thank you, Chris.
Oh,
Yes, Michael Boswell, thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate it. He's got a question. Let's see if anybody can answer it. Was Mark Knopfler hard to work with?
Oh,
I have not read where he was hard to work with. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that are, and you hear about them. You know, Ginger
Right.
Baker's a really good example.
yeah. You just did a video on that.
Yeah, trying to kill all his bandmates, but
yeah.
so anyway, Michael Boswell, thank you so much, brother. We really appreciate you.
I
swinging
hadn't
the
heard
deuce
either
hammer.
way, Michael. I that's beyond my purview.
Yeah, I haven't either. How about you, Joseph Blue? Have you heard anything
well, wait a
about?
minute. Somebody just said it was their 47th anniversary. I didn't see whose name it
yeah,
was.
Kevin Hall.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Kevin,
Yeah, let's get
congratulations.
that
Happy
back up here.
anniversary.
Happy
47.
anniversary.
Wow.
Brother. Wonderful.
I'm coming up on my 53rd in June.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a long time. It's a
I
long
know,
time.
I know, because my partner, my partner that I eventually married because the state allowed us. I think it's been 47 years for us in January.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's
And
still in rehab.
How is he? I was going to ask you how he's doing. Joseph is another member of the tribe and the warriors who has been going through a tough time right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's been away from home for over a month.
Right.
And I don't think they're going to keep him in. He's got to get on his feet. He's getting on his feet. But you know how it is? I don't know how you know what it's like to be in a rehab center, physical rehab. You got to wait for them to come in and do their thing. And he's just real weak on his feet.
Yeah. I've had a lot of experience in rehab, both me using it and being semi-trained in it at work to get the rehab done as part of the the nursing protocol and everything. I'm quite aware of it, and it takes dedication on the part of the patient, and the real good rehab workers inspire that to them. If they're good. Does he have a good team working with him?
Seems to.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But
Good.
the problem is he hasn't been feeling good in other ways. So would they come in and they say, "Oh, we want to get you up on your feet," and they look at him. You're not feeling well today, so they skip it.
Right. Well, I see. Yeah.
And that's not good.
Yeah.
Because he needs the movement.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You can always go in and advocate for him, Joseph. There has to be an advocation process that includes significant others and everything else, or at least here in California there is. I don't know where you're from or anything.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Kimberly just told me that. She knew that. Because we were talking about you after the stream. We talk about all you guys all the time. I mean, you're our buds, you're our friends. And so anyway, there should be an advocacy process for you. And you do have a word in this and just say, I think you need to nudge a little bit more. He needs to be pushed for his own good. Here are the medical or other concerns that he's dealing with. I want you to be aware of it, but I'd like this to be put into his nursing care plan.
Okay? Yeah, I make calls sometimes behind his back, so he doesn't know it.
Yeah, there you go. whatever gets the job done, man.
The people in charge, yeah.
Look at Michael Boswell found his own answer. He said he Googled it, and they said Mark Knopfler is a perfectionist. That's not at all hard to imagine. And thank you for the second super chat. That's amazing.
I would. It doesn't surprise me at all, Michael. Mainly because think of his guitar work. It's very intricate. This was not the easiest freaking style to develop from word go to begin with. So I could see the perfectionist argument there.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I expect it.
But there's different types of perfectionists. Not everybody's throwing things at you and pulling knives on you like Ginger Baker.
Right. He was a madman.
Absolutely.
He was maybe rock's first anti-hero. You never knew what the final decision at the end of the movie was going to be. Was he going to save the belle from the ball, or was he going to slit her mother's throat? You never knew,
By the way, can I make a last comment about their last album?
Yes. I was just getting ready to ask you that for that very thing.
Well, the first opening track is Calling Elvis. It's very comical.
Really?
And
just listened to that today. It was good.
Did you?
Yeah. I was reviewing for Royce's stream.
Yeah. I didn't know. What did you stream that one? Because you said you didn't have that one.
No. I've got that one on Apple Music, brother. My small vinyl collection is what I have, about 156 albums. Everything else is I've got like 50 CDs left, maybe. And then everything else I do through Apple Music and lossless. I like that. It's my kind of bank where I can go and listen to music I haven't got my greedy little hands on yet,
That's all right. But talking to Google, though, he had actually enlisted other guitarists to be in the band. And the last album, there's a song called Fade to Black. I think it's the fourth track.
Yeah.
And it opens up, and I'm here. I put my headphones on. My left ear, I'm hearing this guitar playing. It's not Mark. I don't recognize it.
Yeah. I listened to that too, and I'm going,
it sounded like B.B. King, didn't it?
Yeah, it had that real bare bones sound to it. You're right. Yeah.
And it's called Fade to Black.
Yep.
Nice.
It's the whole album's really good. And
Ticket
to Heaven, did you read? See, that's the problem with Apple. I don't know if they give you information. Ticket to Heaven is on here. You know who wrote the string score for it? George Martin.
Oh my God. Oh God. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah. I love it. A maestro of an arranger.
Track number 9. Yeah. Track number 9.
Track number 9. Wow.
And when it opens up, I swear, it opens up. I told Google this. It opens up and you don't hear any singing. It's these strings and some guitar. And I'm waiting for Roy Orbison to open his mouth and start singing. That's what it reminded me of. It was like amazing. It's so different. This album's so different from Brothers in Arms. And I swear I got that moving picture somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Michael, I wanted to tell you, I sent the love disc back to the company because I got 2 in a row that the DVD wouldn't function.
Oh my God.
And I said, to tell the truth, I wasn't that thrilled about it. It's like 78 minutes. It's going on and on and on. Some of the mashups are good, but I thought, get a refund this time. I sent it back twice.
Yeah, it was like the gods of Mount Olympus were directing you, brother. They said, you shall not have this. This is not good for you. Oh, Lord.
But I kept the Wings Over America on the special Japanese print.
I'm so jealous of that one.
But
Oh,
it
you
is
hit me right in the
CD.
heart.
It is
I
CD.
think we're getting ready to sign off here, folks.
All right.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I want to thank the panel. I want to thank the chat. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Boy, all you have to do to make me happy is just show up, okay? Just show up and be a part of the show. So thank you
I
all
have a
so
last
much.
word.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody send your love and energy to Chris.
Okay.
Yes.
We will do
A
that.
nice addendum. A
Yes.
nice addendum. We haven't made any big announcements of stuff, but in Chris's private life, he's going through a real hard time. And prayers to you, Chris, of course.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yes,
Totally.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank everybody so much. Prayers to you, Chris. And that's what's happening in Royce's world today. Thank you all so much for joining.